Alright, so we are back, and we are carrying off where we left from the previous video. And let's just continue. So we are at the camp, and let's see. You and Lilith look towards the voice. The guard at the gate was quickly approaching you, and when his gaze fell on your robe, you could clearly see him falter in his step. Along with it, his expression softened considerably. Is there some official business that brings you to the camp, sir? Yes, I am looking for work. A confused expression appeared on the guard's face. Why would you come to the Griffin camp? You should go to the Isai stone. Yeah, whatever stone. Whether you're a pilgrim or a church official, you should register there first. Oh, register first? Register. Of course, you're not any kind of official. These clothes were stripped off a scammer. Draw the spawn. Shot Lilith a pleading look, and she took the hit immediately. Please, Lilith, I need this. I'm fucking homeless. Here's what happened. This knight is a pilgrim from the Radiant Fortress, traveling through the forest of silver shallots, and I'm his attendant. We were attacked by monsters outside the city. Thanks to the goddess's protection, we survived, but all our luggage was lost in the fight. Lilith furrowed her brow slightly, as if genuinely worried about the non-existent luggage. This gentleman holds dear the honor of a knight and refuses to beg, hoping to earn his keep through honest work. Could you spare some money? Even just a hot meal would do. We're really exhausted. I see there have been rumors lately about scammers impersonating clergy in Marigold Town. That's a serious crime, and we're investigating it. The guard kept scrutinizing you. You stood tall, appearing calm, but your palms were already sweaty. Lilith beside you wore an awkward expression. However, with a lovely attendant like this lady accompanying you, your identities are beyond question. As for work, I'm sorry, but outsiders can't enter the camp. But I can't let you go hungry like this. Here, this is a small personal contribution. Please accept it. With things having developed this far, you had no choice but to play the aloof knight persona Lilith had improvised for you, and accept the money pouch. There we go. It's just with his right face in a solemn military salute. Your guilt deepened a little more. Oh my days! It's okay, man. We got free money. You quickly pulled Lilith away from the camp. Once out of sight, you hurriedly tore off the rope. Lilith's face also showed an apologetic expression. That was way too intense. Sorry, I didn't know about that either. I just wanted to make you look better, but you did great just now. That last line was spot on. Maybe you used to be an actor or something? Maybe, but let's not do that again. Alright, well, previously we already did this. That's locked now because we've already gone through that. So let's go check the guild center. It's the night time now. With Lilith leading the way, you soon arrive at the guild service center. Lilith stared at the closed doors of the service center. The look on Lilith's face was quite fresh. She watched with interest for a while. Sorry, I think we wasted so much time on the way. The service center is already closed. Why is she acknowledging it? I think it was entirely my fault. Clearly Lilith's hope of registering as an official adventurer has been dashed. If we can establish a guild, does that mean we'll have to sleep on the streets? Yes. Lilith mumbled something under her breath that you couldn't quite understand. I've done this so many times, but I still make mistakes like this. Then she let out a long sigh. What does she mean by that? The Eddie from earlier should do for one night. You might have a talent for being vagrant. What does that even mean? But the town doesn't allow open fire, so if you want to stay warm tonight, we'd better head to the Eerie Lands. Oh, that's the forest where we first met. Pretty memorable, isn't it? Memorable. You recall the unforgettable experience of sharing a bed with corpses. Memorable indeed. Also, I just have to mention it. It's a different OST, I'm pretty sure, because it's quite different from the last one in the previous video, since we're in a new spot. It's so good! I'm definitely gonna have to use some of these as background music for the next commentary videos, or the next background music just in general over the videos I do next time, because it's so nice. I love it so much. It's so calming. It's just such great OSTs. Like, this game never fails to make good songs, and just it's so nice, you know. Alright. I'm sorry, they might be running a bit late. What the fuck? Who's that? Their voice sounded familiar. You looked up and saw a girl not far away, bowing repeatedly to a tall, thin man. You remembered her, the smallest girl from the trio of adventurers you met at the street corner. Her name was Erin? Alas, young lady, the sun's about to set and my precious goods are still in your friends' hands. Some rather important goods. I hate for your friends to fail to complete this mission on time. That would be very troublesome for me as well. Something must have happened on the way and delayed them. I'll go find them right now. Miss, you don't look well. Alright, let's wait here a little longer. This dude looks crazy, by the way. And the fact that well, I don't know if that's his skin, but he's just black. And like, that's crazy. Perhaps you've been eavesdropping from too close. You finally caught the man's attention. His slender body was hidden beneath a wide, finely tailored robe, his tone gentle and polite. A strangely dressed fellow. You cannot help but think of street con artists. I'm not some street con artist, just a poor merchant waiting for my precious cargo in return. Or to return. It was supposed to arrive before sunset, but now it's nowhere to be found. I believe it's probably stuck somewhere in the eerie lands. You two look quite capable. I might commission you to investigate my cargo's whereabouts. His tone was full of helplessness. You stared at him, trying to read his emotion, but where his face should be was shrouded in darkness. What face, bro? This dude has he has a singular piece of half of his glasses sticking out and that's all you can see. Was there some strange magic in this place? How could everyone figure out what you were thinking? Yeah, what the fuck? Here, it's you. Will you take the commission, please? My two friends are escorting the goods. They told me to wait here to receive them. I've been waiting here for so long. I'm worried something's happened. The eerie lands, there have been quite a few more monsters there recently, though they're not particularly strong. Seeming to realize his sudden request was a bit unreasonable, the merchant slapped his forehead. If any kind soul is willing to help me, I'll offer them a small reward. Poor merchant. Bro went from strange man to poor merchant. The merchant held up one hand and waved it in front of you. 5,000 gold coins? I think with 5,000 gold coins, I could just hire Mr. Wilson to deal with this for me. It's 500 gold coins. 500 gold coins is quite a lot for this kind of mission. Besides, the eerie lands isn't that dangerous of a place. The gazes of both Erin and the strange man or merchant were fixed on you. You felt like you were carrying too much expectation. Do I just have the default to? Okay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry I got injured on my last commission and can't move around too much. Look at who's so happy now. Alas, I should be the one thanking you, miss. Don't go cutting into other people's conversations. Anyways, I leave my precious goods in your capable hands. My capable hands? What have I done to prove that? With Lilith's explanation, you learned that the Eerie Lands was the name of the forest southeast of Marigold, also where you two first met. Lilith seemed particularly excited when mentioning this. Originally, there weren't many monsters here, but because of the spreading black mist, a lot of monsters from deep in the forest have moved this way. Black mist? You thought you finally had a chance to ask about this unfamiliar term. Why had you been forgetting to ask? Whatever, that's not important. We can think of it as a kind of virus. Once humans are infected by the black mist, they go mad, speak nonsense, and even become violent. I don't really know what the details are, but monsters infected by the black mist are called shadowed monsters. Wow, that's sick. These monsters are much fiercer than normal ones. If you get hurt by them, you could be infected too. So they have rabies, basically. Black mist somewhere in the depths of your memory. There seems to be an image of such pitch black, bottomless fog enveloping you. Seeing you maintain your silence, Lilith softened her tone. You don't need to read too much, I can protect you. Of course. Indeed, you've seen Lilith's fighting style, elegant and graceful and explosively powerful movements. Though you hadn't seen other adventurers fight, you instinctively sensed that Lilith was probably a genius in combat. Yes? Besides goblins, there are quite a few other monsters living here. You nodded like these adorable round monsters that had suddenly appeared before you and Lilith. Oh, it's pouring. What? Oh, that's so cute. It has a measly 14 attack power. Bolin. Okay. Am I not allowed to? I think the one at the back. Just kill it first. Okay. It's so cute. The way it also dies and takes damage. Oh my god, its attacks are so cute, dude. What the fuck? Okay. I should be able to kill it in this one. Oh wait, never mind. Wait, how much does this do? Never mind, no that. Okay, 22, 25. 7 HP. Holding an attack. This is gonna do a little rush thing. It missed. No, that's so sad. Okay. The way you held your sword, the feeling of fighting alongside someone, and those 3 words that linger in your mind before you woke up. Morphean paradox. Lilith, do you know about the Morphean paradox? Lilith stared at you, lost in thought for a moment, then walked towards you. Oh, whoa. The shrinking distance made you instinctively step back. You stepped on a protruding rock and nearly stumbled. You've been mentioning those 3 words since the beginning. Do you really remember nothing? You shook your head, confirming Lilith's question. But you do remember the Morphean paradox. It's okay, I promised you I'd help you find the Morphean paradox to recover your memories. Lilith took a step back, restoring the distance between you. Hey, don't look so down. Even though you don't remember anything, you're pretty good at fighting monsters. Lilith said this while gently patting your shoulder. A somewhat familiar high-pitched female voice interrupted your conversation. So why did we travel through the night again? Oh, it's her. Damn pourings. Get off our cargo. Sounds like the Avengers escorting the cargo had run into trouble, huh? With the tight delivery schedule, there was no way to make it on time without traveling through the night. If the delivery is delayed, those Ember Scales bastards will definitely put us on their scales and sell us by weight. Catching the key words, you and Lilith exchanged glances and hurried towards the source of the voices. How about you, I said, just focus on getting out of here. Damn it, the cart's stuck in the slime, it won't move. Through the gaps in the trees, you could see a group of round monsters of various shapes making cute pouring sounds while mercilessly attacking two adventurers. It seems you successfully completed the first half of the mission, but were you sure you wanted to rush out and help right now? Let's wait. You know there's to be some righteous hero. Wait for the monsters to finish their work, then soon take all the cargo. You suddenly watched the two adventurers struggle. Lilith muttered something quietly beside her, and then she stood in the forest with you, watching and waiting. I did not mean to wait for them to die. Remember, leave the cargo and get her paying compensation to the Ember Scales, but then paying Isai, yeah. Oh, my goal of getting your friendship keeps getting further away. And tomorrow I'm taking 5, not 10 commissions. Reluctantly abandoned the cargo and left on the path. No. I mean, I wanted to just chill for a bit and then find out later on, but I guess I'm not able to do that. Why did they both just like do nothing? The crates contain a lot of fabric. Well, looks like you had no use for this stuff anyways. But an emblem and something else. Anyways, our first commission. I guess it counts as a commission. It went pretty smoothly. I mean, that's what the dude said, right? It was a commission. Before monsters are attracted here, we need to leave quickly and find a place where we can make a fire. We can make you some special cuisine just for outdoor adventurers. Okay. This is not creepy at all, for sure. You don't walk very far before luckily finding a spot suitable for camping. Bro, this place is crazy. This spot is good. sheltered from wind, has a waterfalls, and we probably won't get attacked. We can rest easy for the night. She smiled and waved the pouring meat at you. What the fuck, they have meat? They were calling it pouring meat. It looks like a lump of translucent jelly that didn't seem very digestible. Yeah, I'd assume so. Oh my days. It's chewy and bouncy, soft yet resilient, and slides down your throat as smooth as jelly. That's a interesting texture. Trust me, once you've tried it, you'll never forget the sensation. Between the flickering flames, Lilith threaded the so-called pouring meat onto a whittled stick. Her movements were gentle, as if she were doing something very important. I mean, she is. She's making dinner. Because of your helmet's obstruction, you moved almost to the edge of the campfire to get a better view. But I can't see from clear how far away. It's because the helmet. They tried taking it off. That makes sense. So you gently lift the helmet to try and wear. At that moment, a sharp tearing sensation rips through your neck. This intense pain makes you break out in a cold, so you grab the edge of the helmet. Even a slight pull causes a strong tearing feeling in your neck, forcing you to abandon the idea. What the fuck? Are you okay? I'm sorry, I didn't know the helmet could have been removed. I'm fine, but strangely I never thought about taking it off before. Though you normally feel nothing no matter how hard you're hit. Right now the armor feels like an extension of your flesh. Removing it forcibly would be like cutting off your own body. That's weird. I skipped it on accident. I'm so sorry. Anyways, since we get along so well, how about we form a guild together? Was that not the plan from the start? Form a guild together. With a guild, we can take on commissions and build our reputation along the way. Especially, eventually, we'll get to know all kinds of people. That way, whether it's the Morphean paradox or your memories, we'll track them down in no time. Plus, we need to earn some money to eat, right? What don't you think? What do you think? The girl busies herself tidying up the campfire, and the monster remains while waiting for your response. Her words are like a stone dropped into a well, sending ripples through your heart, but in the churning water you can't find the answer you're looking for. Lilith doesn't push the subject, turning her gaze back to the campfire. Slime meat just needs a quick sear until the surface is charred, and it's ready to eat. It's like soft-boiled egg, tender white yolk just set. That's when it's the most delicious. Done. You look at the skewer of slime meat pushed into your hand, its surface charred from the black smoke. You haven't even eaten it yet, but you already feel like it's going to be a hard swallow. I'll eat it. Think about your dream of becoming a great adventurer and the hardships you might face in the future. You steel yourself, close your eyes and take a big bite of the slime. Your teeth meet slight resistance at first, then quickly break through with brute force, cutting through the semi-solidified texture and clamping together. The chunk of slime meat bitten off has a silky jelly-like texture. Without any help from your tongue, it melts on its own, slides down your throat into your stomach. Okay. That's kinda detailed. Other than the bland taste from the lack of seasoning, you can hardly find any faults with it. The taste is actually pretty good. Also, I come to notice that that group that we've encountered, like the only other people we've encountered except for the scammers, we've treated like shit, bro. I feel kinda fucking bad. And I don't even mean to. Like, I'm just curious what will happen if we don't twist something or we do twist something. So, oh my god. With you and Lilith's combined effort, the last traces of the slime in this world are soon wiped clean. The flames dance before your eyes, stretching and warping your and Lilith's shadows across the forest clearing. After a day's journey, weariness washes over you like a tide. Lilith wraps her thin cloak tighter and curls up like a cat afraid of the cold. Okay. You unfasten your cloak and gently lay it over her shoulders. Though you moved quietly, she seemed to sense and murmurs a few words. You lean and try to hear what she's saying. Morphean paradox. Lilith buries her face in the cloak and her voice fades away. And the firelight amidst her unguarded face, watching her sleeping features. Bathed in warm light, something in your stirs, as if brushed by a feather. From your good, then not less not long. A moment of silence, and closes her seep into the cracks of your memory. The flames still dance, and tomorrow's a new day. Warm blood trickled down from your hair, carrying a metallic sweetness like rust as it slid past your nose, pulling to a dark red puddle at your feet. You looked down in the pool, but you not only saw your blood-stained helmet, but also a shadow standing behind you, appearing from nowhere. If its face was blurred enough, beyond recognition, it slipped. Yet its lips moved slowly. You fought through the piercing buzz in your head and finally made out those words. The forest of silver, the Morphean parachute never have existed. I'll banish every last one of you. You jolted awake. Last night's campfire had died out. A hazy morning light shrouded everything around you. The sky not yet fully bright. You rubbed your forehead. Your vision still clouded with drowsiness. The Morphean paradox. What exactly is that? Suddenly, a face appeared right in front of you, pulling your consciousness completely out of the dream. It was just a dream. Good morning. Here, Lilith's daily special drink is ready. A warm cup was pressed into your hands. Heat smoothed its way, the cold sweat on your palms, making you instinctively grip it tighter. Just one sip and even the most stubborn nightmare was carried away. The warm tea carried a citrus-like sweetness with a hint of spice sliding from your parched tongue into your empty stomach. Warmth spread through you and the grassy aroma seemed to dispel the fog lingering in your mind. How's it feeling? Better? Want another cup? Yeah. You handed the cup back, watching as Lilith added fresh lemongrass leaves. The leaves twirled gently in the tea, releasing a faint green trace. Their color was as vibrant as new spring buds, carrying a lively fragrance so different from the blood red in your dream. Maybe it wasn't just a dream. In the dream, someone mentioned the Morphean paradox and the forest of silver shallots. Who am I really? Were those really my memories? After hearing this, Lilith chuckled softly and handed you the refilled cup. Losing your memories isn't necessarily a bad thing for you. Maybe it triggers some kind of self-protection mechanism in your body. I choose to lose my memories to protect myself. After all, memories don't always record the truth. They get influenced, rewritten. Eventually they become boring retrospective narratives filled with symbolic constructions maintaining misrecognition. That is a lot of words. Doesn't a clean slate feel nice? Besides, the memories that sustain your existence and keep you functioning are perfectly intact, aren't they? She had a point. You'd only lost memories of events you still remembered how to speak and live. I think I've forgotten many important people. Should I just keep living so carefree? Don't put too much pressure on yourself. All we can do now is live in the present. By the way, have you thought about my proposal? Yes. I don't need to think about it. The answer is yes. Lifting closer to you, her hair tips brushing against your cheeks. How about forming a guild with me? After a night of thinking, you'd already come to your own answer about this proposal. Should I? Okay, you know. Speaking of which, why did you want to become an adventurer? The reason I became an adventurer, huh? The girl lowered her head and thought, seemingly organized her words. Because I'm going to defeat the demon lord and bring back the peace of the forest of silver shallots. Defeat the demon lord? Lilith slowly walked up to you. The demon lord Lahepe leads the demon army in an endless war against human at the front lines. And I'm going to become the strongest adventurer to defeat the demon lord with my own hands and bring back peace and cheers for everyone. Yes, isn't it the best adventure story? I still don't know who you are. You're from here. Where did you come from? That's right, I came from the northwest part of the forest of silver shallots. It's close to the Holy Radiant Citadel over there. Oh, but I'm not followed the CIA 5. Well, not strictly speaking. Its origin found out by was critical so that they are constantly recruiting followers. This one is called the honest. So I have faith though. So what were you doing before you came? Before this I was always practicing swordsmanship, you know. Because I have someone I want to protect. Blinking, looking very pleased. Okay. Sure. You seem to have no other choice and beyond that you had a gut feeling. I don't know why, but when I'm with you I feel like everything will work out, so I said, thank you for the invitation. Liz smiled with her eyes narrowed, looking as if she no longer would agree. So for now we're companions, right? Yes. Comrades were echo and heart. Yeah, it felt as though there was a thin mist between you and its meaning. Okay. Her white hair cascaded like flowing snow onto your cold silver breastplate, and that small space seemed to block out all the noise in the world. Only her heartbeat and warmth silently seeped through the armor. Okay. Zero so you can feel me. She said nothing more, only on the time float. What was that quick time event, bro? I could barely read. I mean, like, okay, I guess. Did she finally let you go gently? Born pure love. Where do I... Okay, wait, I have no idea what the keys are inside this game. I've just been playing through. I don't know what anything does. Like, I don't know if like shift, alt, control, anything does anything. Like, so far, all I know is click. I haven't accessed anything. I haven't been able to access anything. I'm clicking shit on my keyboard right now, so I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like... Okay, enter just goes forward to... Let's go to the service center. Oh no, is it enter? Oh, I'm not sure what I clicked. You and Lilith walked in silence for a while, but she didn't seem to mind. Accompanied by Lilith's humming, you soon arrived at the service center entrance. So I guess I'm not using any other keys because I don't know what anything does. Yeah, I'm not clicking shit. I don't know what escape does either. No, escape just like makes it go. Yeah, it does. There is no escape! Although it's called the Guild Service Center, it actually handles some public services too, like issuing travel documents and replacing or reissuing IDs. Besides adventurers, there were also some residents on ordinary clothes, and everyone seemed to get along well. Oh, it's that dude. Oh, you two kind of adventurers, please wait, I knew you'd come here. That ambuscade moved hurriedly before made his way through the crowd and with unhurried steps, approaching you with a smile and warm greeting. How do we tell he's smiling? Thanks to you both, my goods arrived on schedule. Consider this letter of introduction with my thanks. I think you'll find it useful. With a recommendation from us at the Ember Scales, the guild should give you some discount on the registration fee. There's a fee? Why am I acting like I'm the one paying for it? The moment you heard discount, your eyes lit up. Of course! You quickly extended your hands to receive the letter of introduction from the merchant. This is great, we really needed something like this. You looked up your grace, sweeping over the merchant's crisp, expensive outfit, fabric so smooth it didn't have a single wrinkle, and a thought quietly flashed to your mind. Let's go. 94, failure. Fuck! Unfortunately, after a whole night this time, from the blobblings had tried into stubborn stains on their armor that simply would. So the Emperor addressed Ember Scales merchant simply exchanged a few polite words with you before moving toward his parting remarks. I hope we'll have the chance to work together in the future. Farewell. That's wonderful. With the letter of introduction, we should be able to save a lot of money. I think in the funds we've set up. Alright, I'll go withdraw them now. There's ATMs? What? I'll just be at the counter over there. Hey, wait for me here, okay? Okay. Lilith quickly dashed to the nearby counter, and while she handled her business, you figured you could gather some information around the service center. We'll go check out the quest board. That seems more informative than like listening in. You walked past clusters of adventurers here and there, making your way through the quest board. Usual quest, subjugation, missing person, item retrieval. There was also section specifically for newsletters. And there it is, Karen. Karen. The same Kellen Scarlet. That does not say Kellen. They definitely did that intentionally. That's fucking hilarious. What the poster you seen? Appear here too. Difference was that a newspaper clipping has been posted above the wanted poster. Do we get to see that? Wanted criminal Kellen Scarlet, suspect of manipulating shadowed monsters to attack evidence. Interesting. The rest of the content was sensationalized coverage around the headline. One hand emphasizing how dangerous the wanted criminal Kellen was, the other showing the writer's fervent admiration for this Wilson. Interesting. Wilson, Mr. Wilson. Clearly a very expensive guy, from what the other merchant said. You realized that this Wilson was the central figure of this small town, and he seemed to hold considerable prestige here. Yeah, I figured. Yep, that's probably true. Just if you could get to know Wilson, it would undoubtedly be an opportunity for you. Yep. If you could get acquainted with someone like him, both your daily life, your search for memories, and everything would become easier, I guess, yeah. Listen to people's conversations. I got more agility, let's go. A group of people not far away seem to be discussing something. To hide your eavesdropping as much as possible, you slowly moved behind the large potted plant, pretending to admire the street outside the window. Okay. Earlier this morning, the moment I opened my door, I saw Mr. Wilson and his troops returning from the southern town. He even waved at me. His armor was all wet with dew. Must have been patrolling all night again. Thanks to Mr. Wilson, our marigold town is such great public safety. If it were some other noble, they wouldn't bother with these things. So he's a noble and he's an adventurer, I assume. Or I presume at least. That's right, that wanted criminal Kellen, was it? Only Mr. Wilson worked so hard to catch her. Wow, what a reputation buff it would be to know this guy and work alongside him. Well, she does have a cute face, can't blame some people for going easy on her. pretty privilege. Wow. The two chattered as they left the service center. You stood there, lost in thought. Returned to the counter deep in thought, only to find Lilith standing there with a small package, apparently having waited for quite a while. Where did you run off to? I was about to borrow the announcement spell from the desk to find you. Well, it wasn't really an option to stay still, so like, oops. Very special exactly those mothers chasing after their runaway kids. I'm so sorry. I tried to gather some information. Everyone here seems to really like Wilson. Looks like you got some useful information. Yes, my charisma, okay. Most people really like shapeshifters, and through them, they're also liked. What? Right, the war between humans and the Demon Lord's army is never seems to end. Ever since Wilson retired from the front lines to Marigold Town, the people here have seen something in this great hero. After all, Marigold Town isn't big. Lilith stroked those old documents, seemingly thinking about something. It's been so long since there's been a commission. No one should find fault with it. Lilith took a bag of coins in her hand, making a clinking sound. Alright, funds are ready. Let's go see the receptionist and handle the paperwork. Alright. At the counter I saw several people. Looking around I spotted a refined glamorous shopkeeper in front of a small shop. I love her character design. I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm not stopping. I love the character design. I love the art style. Welcome to the Avengers Guild, the Brave Path, as guild staff will provide you with various services. To join, please help with the registration. Alright, receptionist maintained her stand-up with a smile and nodded lightly. I've received a request to establish a new guild. Please wait a moment. A new guild of 2 people is kinda crazy. The receptionist tapped away behind the counter for a while, then finally handed over an application form. Is there computers in this? Is there computers? What's she tapping at? What? Establishing a guild costs 5,000 gold. 5k. Once confirmed, please fill in the relevant information here and make your payment. Hearing the required amount, the usually composed Lilith suddenly froze in place. For 5,000 gold. I remember it was only 2,000 before. Due to changes on the front lines, the kingdom has raised the guild established fee by 3,000 golds before, based on the overall situation. Lilith's hand rubbed back and forth on her small coin bar. The receptionist seemed to have seen this situation many times before. Her smile didn't waver as she continued. The guild service center also offers loan services. Would you two be interested? Bro! Holy shit. Before he could reply, the crystal in front of the receptionist emitted a series of beeping sounds. She looked down to check and let out pause a moment. The facial scan results are in. This armored gentleman is a freelance adventurer, but the lady called Lilith appears to be associated with the Frozen Guild. Frozen Guild, what do you mean? It's Huis Kloss. Isn't that the band from the previous game? Holy shit. But there's no information on file. Everyone involved and all related assets have been frozen, completely inaccessible. Miss Lilith, it seems you cannot serve as the guild leader for a new guild right now. That's fine, this person here is the one who will be the guild leader. Look at her dejected face. Okay, wait, guild leader. Didn't I say it? You and I will form a guild together. I generally put you at the very beginning of the sentence. You tacitly agreed, didn't you? And if so, okay. What the scam? However, if you inherit a frozen guild, you won't need to pay the registration fee. So guild, would you like to take out a loan to establish a new guild or directly inherit Miss Lilith's original guild? Obviously we just take the guild, bruh. Yeah, even if something isn't quite right. Certainly, according to our records, physical has a loan of 3,000 gold coins. The loan portion has also been inherited. According to the latest Griffin laws, free to repair on time when it was being dissolved. Give a month if your Avenger team is less than 3. It will be reduced to 5 people. What? Since the Avenger registration system was unified, it's been like this. The purpose to prevent all Avengers from evading paying the night taxes. Because if you have a month without enough members, the guild will forcibly be dissolved. In an instant, the decision has become one of those huge holes, already in debt with no way out. Alright, whatever. Then would you like to take the new guild establishment position? No problem, I'll do it for you. The original one is fine, no problem. I was happy with that approach. The original was quite interesting. Then let's go with that guild leader. You seem based on also. Look at her. The adventure such as shows Miss Lilith seems to have a guild room. Would you like to transfer it? What does that even mean? Of course, it's just that the thawing process takes a day. You can stay nearby for now. If there's nothing else, please take this guidebook or field manual and read it carefully. The shopkeeper handed you an information card and a field manual. Alright. Let's take a look and then check the manual. Looking at this exquisitely bound pamphlet, I didn't really bother reading the dozens of pages detailing all the guild regulations. Demon Lord Seal. Difficulty depends on the committee's assessment of threat, with the goal being fair distribution. Adventure standards. For safety, all adventurers must follow committee orders and share the Demon Lord Seal, so adventurers can just eat and drink freely. Of course, without consent, it would be dangerous, but there's still choice in the grey areas. I'll accept my first commission. Within Demon Lord's Seal area, the higher the Demon Lord's risk level, the more rewards adventurers can get. The manual has already been read. Thinking about what the shopkeeper mentioned about having a place, let's take a break. A moment of peace and the fragrance of tea. For the thawing process, we'll need to wait a while. Just wait a moment, take a break. After all, we'll be operating from here on now. We should get familiar with the area. The busy moments leave little time for leisure. I already feel I'm going to explore. Alright, let's go out and explore. Exploration, let's stay here and see what happens. Wander aimlessly. Alright. We're gonna chill here. Upon closer inspection, you notice people bulletin board, crowded makes adventures, or is all disheveled. Alright. No noisy voices come from the crowd. Worried resident. Things have been so unsettled lately. We'd better stay put in town and not wander around. I hope Mr. Wilson is not investigating this with a hero like him like his. It should be solved soon, right? Hey, by the way, do you think these people went missing? I heard there are shapeshifters outside the city. The little people in their lives, they then digest their bodies. Then they wear the leftover skin and keep tricking people outside the city. It's terrifying. What the fuck? How many versions of shapeshifters are there in your stories? You don't tell me you've actually seen a shapeshifter. Well, no, but don't worry. At least shapeshifters wouldn't bother with you folks. So you haven't seen one either. What are you acting all high and mighty for? The adventurer can only smile awkwardly, not bothering to argue further, letting the two continue indulging in their gossip. This guy seems to know something. You move closer to the adventurer. How do you know they're safe? The adventurer looks your way. You look like you're in my line of work. How come you're so out of the loop? He lowers his voice. All these missing people had criminal records before, though they already served their sentences and were released. As for the rest, I can't say too much. That smart little grin of his, he definitely knows something. You casually pull out a few gold coins and trip them between your fingers and toss them to the adventurer. He catches them deftly, his grin growing wider. We're all friends here. I'll definitely tell you everything I know. Let's see. Tell me more about the missing people. Among the missing, there are men and women, all kinds of jobs. The only common thread might be what I said. They were all once criminals, and all of them were big shots with connections. Criminals, what kind of crimes? Robbery, murder, you name it. Plenty of perverts too. They were all scum. The adventurer smacks his lips. A hint of cruel satisfaction mixed into his smile. I don't consider myself a good person, but compared to that bunch of scum, you could call me a sin, and I'd answer to it. Didn't Griffin punish them? Of course they did, didn't I say they all served their sentences? But compared to what they did, those punishments were barely a slap on the wrist. As for why, even a fool could guess. Who do you think is most suspicious? Are you two spies from the Griffin? The adventurers eyes you and Lilith suspiciously, then shakes his head. It doesn't matter, as long as they get paid. If I had to guess, maybe the victims' families. Since they escaped justice, the families decided to take matters into their own hands. At least that's how novels write it. Stance. What does Griffin think about this? Griffin's in quite a stir, since all the missing people had connections. The pressure from above is huge, but you know how it is. These people kind of deserved it. They're being very careful about what information they release. I heard the hero of the Dawn Plains, the great Wilson himself, is investigating. Should have results soon. The man in front of you lets out a sigh. I wish Mr. Wilson would take his time. But yet, let a few more go missing. Okay, that's it, I guess. Seeing you have no more questions, Mootaki and bids you farewell. Interesting. You watch the noisy crowd in front of the bulletin board, feeling an inexplicable sense of disconnect. On one side, criminals who have escaped justice are disappearing mysteriously in the woods outside the Marigold. On the other side, people, simple townsfolk who don't know the inside story, can only go to sleep each night in worry. I hope this all gets resolved soon. Okay, reader. Guild leader, mind the time. If we don't save enough time for cooking, we'll be gnawing on black bread tonight. What does that even mean? Like moldy bread? Looks like time is running short. You can only check out one more place. Okay, we'll explore the deep alley again. These paths are clearly quite old, with wet bricks moss enough to constitute an ancient building. His face went pale as she looked at you. Let's get fun with the environment and then find a place to rest. What? You scared me. What was it? Without any smile or certain distant expression. What was this? Version you're grateful wait, was you prepared for the worst as well? So that's what you think. Said her, seemingly pondering something. Then she suddenly raised her head, telling, "Why are you smiling at? I'll always be by your side because you're my most important guild leader." Sweeping away the earlier gloom, she looked at you with a radiant smile so brilliant that you bashfully turned your head away, unable to meet her gaze. Guild leader, let's do our best together. Okay, together let's do our best. I read the smallest room with Lilith sit. What Lilith said didn't register while you still returned to the corner of the familiar street. But something seemed to have changed. Yes. Her voice suddenly cut through the silence. Before returning to Lilith, it wasn't a good time. Lilith also didn't bow her head, oblivious to the other's presence. Why do you speak so well? The guy messed things up. All the opponent's money is gone. The hoarse-voiced middle-aged woman couldn't stop talking. What do you want to do? Looked at the familiar figurehead. Got it, just need to feel it for a moment. That she, with a sharp ring, her black blade trying to level at the rope. The figure's throat. Lilith seemed close to snapping. In the remaining moments, I also stopped my actions of a valuable moment. About your place, I'll visit again soon, and I'll take care of it too. If you want to stop chatting, we need a moment. What are you gonna do right now? So you got messed up, I can't do anything about it. Let's find a way to exchange this little guy for money. Standing place and incomprehensible expression. Don't underestimate me, it won't be that simple. This guy shows up nowhere, he's definitely got some ulterior motive. That's just success. He surrendered the iron suffering, waist and throws apart the rope we got. He doesn't seem to react in time, barely managed to dodge the charm flies from his hand, tracing an arc through the air before landing at your feet. Obtain, hands something, talisman. Impulsiveness is the devil, violence isn't the answer. Seems I'm misread. Farewell, you two. Before you can react, he vanished around the corner with a quick dash. You step forward and pick up the charm from the ground. It's cold metal to the touch, and you see patterns of stars and moons engraved on it. After examining it from every angle, you find nothing unusual. You tuck the charm away at your waist for now. Shaking your head, you and Lilith hurry out of this dark alley and return to the streets of Marigold Town. Alright, it's getting late. The seals on the guild door should be taken by now. Guild leader, let's go home. Go home, huh? Under the setting sun, the girl's smile was incredibly warm. That's right, it's going home. Let's go home. You and Lilith left Marigold Town. Along the way, Lilith flagged down a carriage, its axle creaking softly as it rolled along. Till you were in front of a building. So this is our guild. That's right, guild leader, we're home. Push the door open. This is a cozy two-story building. The first floor is a common room. Besides the sofas and chairs, there's even a bar counter. The fireplace against the wall seems to have been recently stoked, crackling away. Here we are. This is our guild headquarters. Noticing you seemed a bit nervous, Lilith walked over and knocked on your helmet. Don't be so tense. We'll all be living here from now on. Though it's quite quiet now. Once we find the right companions, this guild will be lively again. Yeah, everything will get better. Knock, knock, knock. A knock came at the door. Lilith opened it, and over her shoulders you saw the visitor. Oh, it's Miss Aileen. Where did we learn her name? Unless I missed something, I overclicked a little bit. This somewhat frail-looking girl wearing armor stood at your guild's entrance, her eyes lighting up the moment she saw you. It really is you. I thought I was just seeing things. What are you doing here? Oh, I mean, I don't need to ask who are you, I remember who she is. You remember her, the girl who was pacing back and forth at the service center on the streets of Miracle Town even earlier. Seems like you two are quite distant. I'm so glad you remember me. Actually, the house me, Andre and Norma Che are renting is right next door to you. Looking through the doorway you glanced next door, there were indeed several buildings of interior guild, just slightly smaller. Well, the environment here is great, just a bit far from town. Yes, after all, the rent is cheaper. Normache has always wanted a proper place to stay. Andre, hurry up. I need to install the smart magic toilet ASAP. Interesting. This thing is so heavy, cut me some slack. Do you have any idea how many people I had to ask to ship this all the way from Veritas? This cost me 3 months worth of commission pay. The familiar voices of a man and woman drifted from a nearby path, and the alien seemed a bit flustered. Actually, I just came over to deliver some bread. Please accept it. Aileen quickly breezed a small basket from her filled with golden bread that seemed freshly baked. Accept. Branch unlocked. Interesting. Thank you for your kindness, Aileen. Seeing you accepting the bread, Aileen seemed to want to stay with something more, stammering by the end she turned and hurried off. I'm training his willpower, you know? I understand. I've been training the whole day already. The conversation of the three drifted over on the evening breeze, shut out by the wooden door you closed. Freshly baked bread. Looks good. As you spoke, your stomach let out an alarming groan. Oh no, I forgot to buy ingredients earlier. It's too late to get them now. Hey, we conveniently have bread. Look at the sky that has gone completely dark. Lilith had to rummage behind the bar counter, eventually pulling out a cloth bag with a wry smile. She lifted the bag and dumped its contents onto the table. The black bread clattered against the hard wooden surface. Sorry, it looks like that's all left. All that's left is some bread that's been sitting here for a while. Looking at the pile of bread standing here like rocks, you fell into a brief silence. Lock if equals false. Good thing Alien was on bread. Actually, I think I have some meat. Lock if. I don't know. We'll just pick. I got the meat. What the fuck is that? You pulled out the package you temporarily cleaned for yourself and placed those dark brown chunks of meat on the table. What the fuck is that? Are you sure this monster meat is of unknown origin? Can't you eat monster meat? The point is unknown origin. I wouldn't dare gamble on that. A true warrior dares to face the unknown terror. Seeing the determination in your eyes, Lilith understood your resolve to become a warrior. Fine, at least let me cook it for you. Lilith briefly, with those chunks of meat, left. Soon she returned to the table with a plate. A plate of strange black roasted meat, elegantly arranged by Lilith on a white dish. I don't think the meat is the problem. I think the fact that there's fucking tentacles coming out from it and looks somewhat like eyeballs also is kind of the concern here. Like, okay, what? This just... whatever. You carefully put a piece of meat in your mouth, bit down, chewed. Lilith's eyes followed your every move intently. You felt like you two were scholars conducting some grand experiment. How is it? Nothing special. Before you could finish, you suddenly felt your body go out of control. You collapsed straight onto the wooden floor, hands still in the motion of holding the plate. You feel your stomach churning violently as something's about to... What? What is this? Whatever. Oh. A colorful mess splatters landing on the bar counter on the floor and your armor. Lilith trying to get them, but your body stays rigid on the floor until Lilith helps you steady. Was it the crystal beast meat? What? Crystal beasts. They feed on crystite, so eating that meat might have some effects on the body. You feel like your stomach has gotten stronger, but at the same time something important was lost. It's okay. It's okay. It'll pass in a while. You should probably get some rest. Yeah, I should probably get some rest. Good night then. Get some rest. Lilith watches you leave with a worried look. Day 2. That was a really, really long day. Morning time. From the kitchen you hear the delightful sizzling of frying, accompanied by the rich aromas of seared meat. It seems to be steak, rich with juices, cooked to perfection, tender, fat explodes in your mouth, filling your nose with the intoxicating blend of meat, fat, striking your every soul, and so you open your eyes. Before you is an empty living room with a small booklet at hand. You remember lying on the sofa this morning, flipping through the guidebook, and accidentally dozing off again. The faint sounds nearby and the tantalizing aroma in the air tell you that what just happened wasn't a dream. Your stomach starts growling, instinct calls you to embrace the feast, but your aching limbs keep you firmly rooted, unable to move. A ghost, a hungry ghost, is locked in battle with the cruelest torture in the world. Go back to sleep or have breakfast? That is the question. Failure. Nothing in this world is greater than the second sleep. Not even a little steak. No! I want steak. As an independent life form, you've forsaken eating to embrace sleep. You've insulted billions of years of biological instinct. I demand an apology, says hunger instinct. Second sleep spirit, well done, well done. Heh, mere breakfast, I can skip it. What? And so you close your eyes once more. Then you hear hurried footsteps and oddly meaningful murmur and a gentle teasing laugh. Then a breeze drifts by, carrying a curious yet pleasant scent. You never imagined the fragrance from a girl's hair could blend so harmoniously with the smell of steak. Wow. You can't even tell if your hunger is aimed at one or the other or both. But the owner of this scent isn't giving you time to think. You feel a finger tracing along your helmet and then playfully tapping on it. Lazy Guildmaster, time for breakfast. Yes! Breakfast! You open your eyes to find Lilith's bright smile. So close it feels like you could share a breath. I'm sorry, second sleep spirit, I couldn't stand with you in battle. What are you talking about? Nothing, I'm hungry, let's eat. Traitor! Lilith has no idea that you just did something cruel. You betrayed your own soul. I don't think it's that deep, man. Lilith sets the plate just down. Just as you expected, two perfectly sliced steaks drizzled with rich dark sauce still sizzling on the plate. Holy shit, guys, it's 10:03. I have not had dinner. I am getting hungry. Fancy cooking this early in the morning? We're not quite rich enough for that. It looks like beef, smells like beef, but I guarantee it's definitely not beef. Not sure I wanted that guarantee. So what is this made of? Some kind of mushroom. Lilith doesn't seem too sure either. You cut off a small piece from your plate and taste it carefully. The texture is like shoe leather, chewy and tough, but the sauce is actually well made, just barely making it edible. You can't help but admire Lilith's cooking skills. So I just got baited. Oh my days. It's not steak. What a scam. Sorry, we don't have much money, so this is all we can eat for now. Once our finances improve, I'll make you a real feast. Oh, it's fine. Oh, after breakfast, I'm heading to Marigold Town to pick up some supplies for future guild members. Wanna come along, Guildmaster? Sure, I've got nothing to do here anyways. Especially alone. Lilith nods and sits down across from you, but instead of digging into her steak, she pulls out an old piece of parchment from her pocket. About finding other companions, I especially had a copy of today's adventurer picks. Take a look, Guildmaster. Take the parchment. Okay. Fuoko, a somewhat famous mercenary adventurer, travels around, joins various guilds on contract, but never stays long. Last seen in the Eerie Lands. Okay. Sartor, a senior researcher from Veritas, currently staying in Marigold Town, taking commissions lately for personal experiments. Green, former Griffin guard. Archery, currently doing odd jobs around Marigold Town. What is this appearing at the top? I don't know. These seem like the most suitable candidates for now. But something feels off. You feel like you've seen this information somewhere before. Think I've seen. Check this out, I need to feel it. What the fuck, man? You think it over but can't recall anything important. Anyways, this intel has been big help. Let's head out together once we're done eating. Oh, okay. I finally have, like, can I escape? No, can I? What can I do? Is there anything else I can do? we're here right now. So our place is quite far from the Marigold Town apparently. There's also this. The whole map's kind of huge. Well, not really, but oh, I can zoom in too. And I can look around. That's cool. What I want to know is how to escape. Like, how do I escape? Like, excuse me. I've been... okay, alright, I low-key have no clue. I have 300 bucks apparently. Silver, I assume. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Okay, scroll wheel, let's do for that. How do I exit the game? I wanna at least know how to pull out the menu. Is there no menu? I know this is still in early access, I think, but it doesn't seem to have any other controls. Okay, I think I'll stop it for there, and I'll figure out, like, you know, figure out more about the game later on, but that will leave it as it is for episode 2. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will finish the game maybe another 2 episodes. I really don't want the videos to be too long, so that, you know, it doesn't get boring, but yeah, it's also a lot of talking for me. What's that at the top? Okay, it's interesting, some statue, some church, some demon collier, and yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it. I will be making videos on this game more often, and it'll probably be until I complete it. Maybe I'll make a video in between about Roblox or some other game here and there in between, but yeah, that's about it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye bye!